Does this thing come with an instant rebate? What do we got? Varmint habitat under here too. Liver flavored dog food. I am not about to open that. Yeah, he's doing some gazentas or something. Why did he park his old truck? Like a bag of M&Ms in the summer sun. Titanic somewhere. Jack falling apart. This is great. Gopher moundage. I got SPF 70. I got a cooler full of water and a hope and a dream. Down to the old Cadillac converter. Hobo freight Sawzall, and I'm not afraid to use it if we get to make it all the way to the scene of the breakdown. Common law or state law or physics or one of them laws. I think I got the hantavirus from that. Looks like somebody hadn't been drinking enough fluids. 3/4 race cam. Probably filling the crankcase as we speak. Got my cardboard creeper here. Oop. Hey-o. Knock this gopher mound down. We are on a farm up in Oklahoma, my hometown. I'll show you around a little bit. We've got a few other cool rides out here, but we're out in it. We're out in the country. Beautiful out here, nice and peaceful. But we're here today for this guy, our 1983 C10 Custom Deluxe. So we will get into it, check it out, see what we got. Like I said, I've seen a few pictures of this thing, but I've never actually seen it in person. So you're gonna learn about it with the same time I do. So we'll see what's going on with it. All right, we've got, looks like we got a tire down. Okay, there's a wheel though, but some minor damage, nothing crazy here. What do we got? Looks solid. Got a mirror. We've got last sticker 10 of 0, so 2000-ish, so 25 years maybe. Man, this thing's not too bad. Got a little light hail damage, but hey, we are in Oklahoma, so you know, good luck finding something without hail damage. Yep, it smells like a C10 inside. Got a little dry rot going on there, but that's, you know, no big deal. That's kind of normal. Let's see. It's got a dash. I got some papers. Let's check that out here in a minute too. Seat's not even that bad. Look at this thing. A little bit of wear. Minor. Yeah, rockers, they exist. That's good. That's very good. Ooh, fishing hooks, maybe. Eagle claw, yeah. There's none left. And 3 pedals, as you may see. Don't let the column shifter fool you. This baby is a 3 on the tree. So, fun fact, I've never driven a 3 on the tree. I've driven a manual transmission many a time, but not a column shift. So, I'll probably have to Google it. We'll figure it out. But oh, we got gauges. Okay, there you go. We got gauges. I expected it totally just to have lights, seeing as I was a custom deluxe, but 35,000 on the odometer. Probably rolled over. It's got a wiper switch. It's got a headlight switch. Ooh, turn signal cancel cams. That's good. We're missing our honker here. That's okay. Trailer brakes, maybe, in case we find something we just can't live without and we need to bring home with us. It's going to be a warm ride. I see we're working with heater only. And no tunes, that's fine. Get a Bluetooth, throw that up on the dash. Ooh, visors are good. Roof is nice, visor's good. Like I said, it's a custom deluxe. We may be a little short. Oh, there is a, okay, we do have the guy there. Yeah, that's seen better days. Oh, that's hot, that's hot. Fire off a few rounds while you're at it. Oh, pew pew action there. Again, what do we got here? 1983 Chevrolet pickup. 2001 something here. If I can do this one-handed. What is this? Does this thing come with an instant rebate? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we got some paperwork. Not sure if I want to show this or not. Let's here, let me take a look at this real quick, see what this is. Insurance paperwork from 2001. This was good, 8/12/2000, 2/12/2001. So that's cool. Got some insurance papers. We got inspection paperwork from 1999. Ooh, what's this? Yep, registration from the state of Oklahoma. A little washed out, can't read it. But anyways, and what's this? Yep, more insurance ID. Yeah, 2/12 to 8/12/2001. So that's looking about right. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's see what's behind the seat here. Some ants, some plastic. That's a pretty solid old truck, I'm telling you. What do we got here? More paperwork? What is this, like a build sheet? What? No way. It is. This thing was right here local. Built at, delivered to Hudaburg Chevrolet, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Yep, grew up with that name. All our options. Man, this is a build sheet on it. I've never seen one of these on a C10, actually. All my messing with these things. We're just struggling here. But it's going to be worth it. But yeah, there we go. We got all the stuff. All the things. 5,200 pound rated towing. Got a mirror. Speedo, fleet side. Ooh, 273 ratio, so we ought to get right on down the highway. Power brakes. Let's see. What do we got? JB3, so that's going to be the 1-inch rotor light brakes. That's okay. Manual 3-speed, 37 amp alternator. Some emissions, some power steering, spare carrier, something about the floor. Oh, heavy duty radiator. That's good. That's good news. Has an axle or two. Single color and gauges. That was an option. Like I was saying, these custom deluxes usually just have lights. Almond interior, almond paint, solid paint. Okay, that's cool. That's a unique find there. You don't get every day in one of these guys. Oh, about to turn an ankle. And a few butts in there. She might have been a little bit of a light smoker. And yeah, not a whole lot going on option wise. We'll go check that out in a minute though. All right, let's see if we can climb our way out of here. Let's go check the outside of this rig here. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite so far is this thing. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like it. Look at the side of this thing. We got cab corners. We have a cab corner. And the rockers look good. We got some Mohawks on her. Yep. But there's wheels. Looks like a varmint habitat under here too, of some sort, but the frame, it's there. Surface rust. Got a custom tip. That's cool. All right, I'm liking this thing. This is pretty cool. Hey there, buddy. What you doing? What you doing, Mr. Oklahoma Grasshopper? Just hopping around? Might notice a small dent in the tailgate. Like, it's kind of in this area right there, a little one. So that's unfortunate. But it does come with a faucet. And that is very fortunate. We might need this. You never know. That could come in handy at some point. Oh, and a sink. Look how clean the bed is in this damn thing. Holy cow. And a core. I just got $12 back. Now the fella I bought this from, backstory on it, he bought this property and I guess the prior owners had passed away. So these trucks were just left here, abandoned here, and just came with the property. So he told me, yep, I'll sell it, but you gotta take everything in the bed of the truck with you. And I said, okay, I got a scrap pile, I'm not afraid. So all this you see here, this is my new sink. This is my new bucket. I don't know what that is. Looks like I'm the proud new owner of some PVC pipe, baling wire. Can't go wrong with baling wire, and a spare. Yeah, but look at the inside of this bed. This thing is mint. Where's all the rust? It's still got paint. It's hardly even beat up except for a small dent in the tailgate that we glossed over earlier. Maybe, is this the side? Is this the catch? Is this where they're gonna get us? Not bad. That's fine. That's not too big of a deal, really. I'll take it. Got this heavy duty Big Johnson bumper on. Okay, let's see. Tags. Has a non-use tag from 06, so makes sense. The prior owner probably keeping this thing registered. Up here you got to keep them on a non-use tag. You got to pay back taxes, I believe. At least it used to be that way. So probably just was keeping it up there for a while. But it looks like last on the road 01, 02, what we're looking at, maybe. But this thing, oh, there it is. Finally, I knew it. I knew we couldn't get away without something being soft, but shoot, that's nothing, man, on a C10. That's nothing. The bedside. And I will go ahead and mention, this is the third C10 I've had in this color. For whatever reason, they're always custom deluxes and they're always tan and they always find me. I had an 85 in high school this color. I have an 80 currently, and this guy. Pretty solid up under here. We don't have the normal, nothing too crazy with the rot they get here and here. This hubcap's worth some money. This is off a previous gen, I believe. People like those. Those are good for patiner. Windshield isn't even cracked. That's rare. Sure don't see that on these very often. We are missing a mirror on this side, so that's going to be something to address, I guess. This door panel is chalky. We'll go over the rocker here too. It looks pretty good. We got some liver flavored dog food. I am not about to open that. Nope, nope, nope. Not today. What do we got? Crest. I didn't even think we had Crest anymore. Oh, it's let's see. Yeah, we came with, looks like a coil wire for something, maybe. Extra wire. Is that a indication of things to come? I don't know. 1040 Haviland. Glasses case. He's got the vinyl floor and a screwdriver. It's already paying me back. Let's check our options here. Fleet side GQ1, looks like it was a 273 as we saw. She's the long bed version. A 5.0, 305, 3-speed manual, power steering, heavy duty radiator, that's good news, with gauges. And paint code 59, almond solid. We always called it Santa Fe tan, but okay. Camper stuff. Let's see what's in these bags here. Don't see much anything in that one. Paper grocery bag. It's been a minute since you've seen that. What do we got? Oh, we got somebody's glasses. Check these out. I'm keeping those. Oklahoma Wildlife Department. Was that a fishing license? What do we got? License receipt. Yep. Got an angler. 1985 Oklahoma map. That's a keeper. What is this? 1 small jar of oil per half gallon of gas for a chainsaw. And that seems to be as far as he got some Looks like he did some ciphering back here too. Yeah, he's doing some gazentas or something, it looks like. Yeah, what's this guy? What is this? A magnifying glass? Looks like you can find some ants with this thing. How does this work? I guess we gotta get it in the sun. No, that's neat. Anyways, we'll figure out what to do with that. Green diamond, some kind of something plate. Oh, that's for your, looks like your welding hood. Okay. Already got a turn signal bulb here. There's your cap off for HEI, your hold down, coil, and a book. 1983 Chevrolet owner and driver's manual. Very cool. Spark plugs, 45,000 gap. Look under hood for more info. So this, I'm seeing some promising signs. I'm seeing some signs that the guy that owned this truck prior probably was pretty good about taking care of it if he's got notes like that written down. So that's always good to see. Pretty neat. So let's get under the hood here and see what's going on. I see some hail damage on the hood. That's the biggest flaw I've seen with this poor truck, is she does have a little bit of hail damage on the roof and on the hood, but I mean, other than that, it's solid. So, but let's look and let's see how complete it is under there, and see what kind of mess we're getting into there. Before I do, I don't want to gloss over the front end. We just about missed the old calling card on the unit. Bumper's in pretty good shape. Got a little bit of somebody got the chain on there. You know, you'll have that. That's just kind of what happens. And right here, sometimes you got to pull a tractor out of the ditch or something. So you do what you do. Grill looks nice. It's there. That's rare for these. All right. Oh, there's our. Get some big hail up here sometimes, and no joke. This thing cleaned up, you'll definitely be able to see it, but there she is. The mighty 305 Chevrolet. Looks complete. It's got a power steering pump. I see some fluid in there too, it looks like, in that master. That's good news, maybe. Let's see what we got with the greenery here, if that's going to be a leaker or not. We'll get to that point. To get my other hand on that one. No battery, but it is side post, so I did grab the right battery. I was hoping somebody hadn't monkeyed with that. Heater only model, so driving in August is a perfect timing for that. Heater hoses has some chews on them. The smog pump still on it too? No smog pump. All right, this is a man after my own heart. I wonder if he had that deleted or what, but no smog pump. So, okay, we got an alternator and a power steering pump. It doesn't get much more basic. Perfect. Fuel pumps in there. Oof. That's so crispy. What do we got? A custom wire job here for running something off of the battery. Must be for his brake controller maybe. Inline fuse runs around, probably. We'll look into that. Make sure that's not going to start a fire. Still got the heat riser on it. I mean, how often do you see that? The lid's not even flipped. Oil. Come on, no milkshake. Good news. Good news. Right at the full mark too. Right at it. Okay. We might be onto something here. And so this looks like stock exhaust down there still. So we've got what would appear to be a really solid original truck here on our hands. So let's dig into it, see what we got to do, see if this motor's locked up, how much work we're going to have cut out for us. And this is going to be a fun one. I like this truck. I love these C10s. They're my favorite. And they're always a good time to work on. So let's get at it. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, some rat turds. Let's take a look under here too. Get this guy out of the way. Yeah, getting tight on me, man. Let's see if we can see if she will turn over here first. Ideally, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Man, hadn't been off in a minute. A little tight. Come on now. There we go. A lot of rat turds. Okay. Can't believe this thing still has the factory heat riser on it. No Fram filter. We've had some rodents down in there, but they didn't get past the filter, luckily. There you go. There you go. And this has got all the, that one broke. This one's got all the emission stuff. That broke. We got dirt dauber in there. At least they didn't get in. That's how bad our quadra junk is here. It's not stuck. Not stuck at all. That's good news. Ugh, big old dirt dauber nest on it. Another dauber back here. We've got a broken vacuum hose there. So we're gonna definitely have some vacuum lines to work through. Emission stuff. So we'll get in here and start eliminating some of this to eliminate all our worldly problems. Okay, power steering's full, mostly full. Almost looks like it might have a little bit of water in it. No, I think it's just some sludge. That's full, okay. That's a start. Can I get it to turn at all? This is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be tricky from here. Not really a great place to grab hold of it. Let's try this alternator belt. Yep, there it goes. Did it turn or did the whole thing turn? Turned a little. Man. All right, new plan. Let's get a socket on the crank bolt. All right, let's see if she will turn over manually. Watch out of the way here. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, come on, baby. Yeah, there's some movement. Get on the front a little better here. I got a tight spot there. Yep. Yeah, loosening the bolt now. Got a little tight spot. Nope. Did I move past it? Nope. Okay. So you got a tight spot. I can hear compression in the cylinders on this side. That's maybe good. Yeah, it just hits that tight spot. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get the plugs out of it and see if I can soak it down. See if we can get it to free up. All right, let's get these plugs out of here. Hopefully they don't look bad. Looks good. Got this newfangled tool my dad gave me. 5/8 spark plug socket, double wobbler. It's pretty handy. I've already used it a few times. Pretty nifty little tool. Get you right down in there where you need to be. Duralast, looks like an AutoZone deal, if you're curious where it came from, or not curious. Why did he park his old truck? Somebody tell me. I think he just was doing farmer stuff. We got a 60s, a 70s, and an 80s here. There's probably a 90s roaming somewhere for a while. Maybe, and hopefully it's one of them every 10 years, you just get some new truck deals. And hopefully it's not junk. Nothing crazy. Okay. 4 for 4. This will help us get a little compression out of this thing when we try to spin it over by hand, maybe make it a little easier. CR44 TS's, AC Delco green stripe. And I did already look at these, and they are right. Heat riser for the choke, I take it. Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. We don't need that where we're going. Yeah. A little bit of oil on that one, but it isn't terrible. Third one back. Yeah, tight. Tight, tight. There we go. On the right bank, as you can see, just some carbon. Soot, nothing crazy. Electrode's pretty worn out on that one. But nothing really out of the normal. Too bad. These guys are all same story. Just noticed there's a key on the dash here on the string I didn't see before in the excitement. I don't know if that's a... Ouch, there's the part off of it. That sucker's hot. Hot, hot tamale. I don't know if that's right or not. Ow. Hot, hot. Nah. Doesn't seem to be happy about it. All right, let's go ahead and lube her down. Got some PB here. Give her a good squirt. You know, I did bring my bore scope. I guess I could look at that first before I get too buck wild here. That cylinder wall looks pretty good. Pretty clean. It's carbon on the piston, nothing crazy. Dish piston. I don't really see any rust or anything in this one. This looks nice and clean. Yep, all right, let's check the next one. Yeah, it looks really clean. The cylinder walls look good. Looks pretty good. Again, just carbon. The cylinder walls look good. I don't see any excess, any rust or really anything. Last one on this side. Yeah, that piston's all the way up in the bore, so I can't really see much on that one. Yeah, cylinders look pretty good. Just some dirt in there, debris. Yeah, that one's at the top of the bore. Don't see much there, but I don't see any rust or anything broken, so there we go. There's a good image. It looks good. All right, let's check the last one. See if any moisture got in here and settled or something. A little bit of rust on the cylinder wall right there. Right in there, you can see some, but it's not bad. Nah, this thing will come around. We just got to work with it a little bit. Perfect. All right, let's try this again. Let's see if we have a little better success. Let her soak a minute here. Maybe a minute. You know what I'm wondering too, is there any chance pressure plate could be stuck? It spins really free at a certain point and it stops. All right, we outsmarted ourselves. Forgot what the manual, you probably gotta have it out of gear, have the clutch pushed in to turn the crank, at least all the way. So got my assistant doing that, so we will, can't get it out of gear because I haven't changed the lock cylinder yet, so she's holding the clutch in and we'll see what happens here. Yep, there she goes. Well, do you have it down still? Yeah. Hit another tight spot. Well, it was going a lot further than it hit a tight spot again. Yeah, go ahead and let's try it again. It turned quite a bit, but then it stopped again. Okay, let me grab a jack handle. It's better, but it's still, that probably was part of what's going on, but I hear some crunching in there. I think it's still catching on some parts, but it's better. Yeah, this will give me a better shot at it here too. Okay, go ahead. Nope. All right, we got it. Camera conveniently died, but I was able to get 3 rounds, 3 full revolutions on it. So we are good, at least to that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting the lock cylinder out of it and make sure we can get the transmission out of gear with the linkage, make sure that does work. There's nothing bound up. So let's get this guy off here real quick and get this lock cylinder done. I may or may not have done a bunch of these in the past, so let's see how bad I can screw this one up. E20 for the win. I know some people don't use a steering wheel puller, they just grin and bear it. I guess I'm not that strong, so I do it the old school way and use the puller. So hot. Hot. And there's rat turds in the steering wheel. Rat turds everywhere. Come on. There you go. Hot. And let's see. What a lovely day. 92 degrees. Oklahoma breeze blowing. Out in the middle of a field working on a farm truck. I don't know what else you could be doing on a Monday and be having a better time. That's for damn sure. I know I enjoy it. Hope everybody watching enjoys it. And there we go. And that was an easy one. That one probably would have yanked right off. Rat turds are glued into the sticky steering wheel. Now we got to get this cover off so that we can get in here and get the lock plate off. There you go. Okay, there's that. And this is where our little lock plate tool comes in here handy. You can rent these usually, O'Reilly or AutoZone or wherever. I own this one. They're pretty cheap. I want to say they're, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 bucks, something like that. If you do these very often, you might as well buy one. The way this works, this just puts pressure on the lock plate here and lets you tighten it down. There's a snap ring in here. Sometimes they get kind of corroded down in here, and there it is. Hard to see, but you got to get that little guy out of the way so that you can get the lock plate off. And this ring right here, this is what locks your steering wheel when you put it in gear or park to keep it from somebody being able to steal it. This pin pops up in place right here into one of these grooves, and that's why they call it the lock plate. She's out. That's what she looks like. And then just release your tension back off here. Remember how it was oriented. And just like that, you too can be a steering column professional. There we go. It's like that. Okay. Get our little horn ring, and these have to go like that kind of angle, basically. And cancel cam works good, surprisingly. So we are 3 screws we got to get out of here, and then we can move this switch out of the way, and then we should be able to get to the screw that holds the lock cylinder in. So let me grab some more tools. There we go. Okay. I'm just waiting for all these to roll down the defrost vent like a bag of M&Ms in the summer sun. There we go. Okay. Now, yep. Now we're cooking. Yep. That was our screw. That should just pop out. There it goes. Okay. Just kind of gummy in there. All right. There's where that screw goes. It fits in that slot and holds it in. And this guy should line up. Get your notch here lined up with your lock. And push it back in. There you go. A little grimy. There we go. Now I just got to figure out how to drive it. Then you just reverse procedure and voila, put it back together. Let's get some spark plugs back in it. Yeah, gap looks about right. I didn't exactly bring the tool. Oopsie. So we're just gonna wing it. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spin this thing over without the plugs in it first and see what we got with the fuel pump. So scratch that. Let's get our Walmart special in here. It's getting hot out here. Have I mentioned that yet? I feel like I complain about the heat a lot, but I'm in the heat a lot. Tree branch. Come on, tighten down. And our positive here. Looks pretty good. Very corroded. Lots of corrosion here. Scratcher on out of here. Okay. See what happens. Didn't hear anything yet. Okay. Socket stuck on there. Here we go. Okay. Let's see what happens. All right. We got wipers. All right, let's see if our starter works. Nothing. Something's trying to do something. I just can't tell what it is from here. Let's take a look. So we got power here. We got power to the starter. It clicks. You hear the solenoid click, and we're getting almost 10 volts on the purple wire side. So it's there. Something's going on with the starter. She's not happy. So I'm gonna get under there, see if I can take a look at it, bang on it, see if something's rat's nest or anything in there, something goofy, and see if we can get that freed up. But it seems like we got an issue with the starter. First I thought maybe a neutral safety switch, something along those lines, but we're getting voltage down here. I cleaned the ground good here, cleaned the terminal again with the wire brush, dug one of them up out of the Titanic somewhere, and so we'll keep cleaning on it and getting rid of the daubers. And I'll monkey with the starter here and see what I can figure out on that. We'll come back. Let's try it again. I whacked on the starter a few times. There's all kinds of crap in that bell housing. All right. Any luck? Nope. Okay. Okay, let's take it off. Disaster has ensued. We've resorted to hoeing to get the truck off the ground because it fell off the jack stands. It's like a colony of gophers or some sort of rodent living underneath this thing. The ground is extremely soft, so that's my excuse. So we'll try it again. Oh, what fun this is. Yeah, just get it running, drive it home. It'd be fun. We have a garden and a buried jack stand. Ugh. Drag my dead leg in here. Only has one weight on it. That turned out pretty good. I'll put that one on the front. She's a left front. Ooh, this could be fun. Nope, not even close. Any progress? No, the jack's just going into the earth. Okay, anything now? We're close. Almost. What escalated from crawling underneath it to get the starter off turned into, well, let's just go ahead and take the wheels and tires to get mounted and balanced. So here we are, and that got out of hand. Now we gotta try to figure out how to get the front end back off the ground, and we're gonna try to drag this thing out of this hole it's in so we can keep working on it. That's the plan. Wow, okay. Okay. Brilliant. There's 3. Okay, one more. And this is gonna be fun. Let's see, will it fit? Probably not. Jack falling apart. This is great. Ooh, we might get lucky. Okay. Wow. What a mess. What kind of animal living down in there? Big old hole. Yep. She's definitely been sitting here a while. That's a little better. Just like that. That easy. We're mobile-ish. Yeah, we're good. All right. No brakes locked up. Perfect. That'll work. This is the level of gopher moundage we were fighting. Look at the depth on this guy. Anyhow, we got it. So now we got her pulled over there to some solid ground and maybe can get some work done now. Second sandwich break of the day over, and we finally got some shade here. So I figure I'll get back at it for a little while before it gets dark and see if we can get the starter out of here and maybe test it with the jumper cables and just see if it's any good. I'm thinking we might have a little rodent nest problem in there possibly, but we'll know here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and get this guy out of here. Let's crack the damn solenoid. I was worried about that. Okay. Felt awfully tight. Anyhow, noted. Good to know. I guess we don't have to test it now. But we still got to get it out. And it wants to spin. All right, well, at this point now, let's just go ahead and take it loose underneath. It's so far down under here. Well, you can get to things now instead of being buried in the dirt. That's much nicer. Okay, we got the starter out, and something I noticed getting it out is the freeze plug's got an expandable style freeze plug put in here, so that's something to watch. End up the bolt, the whole side of the solenoid broke out here on the starter, taking it out. So she's junk. I think it was probably anyways, but we definitely need to start her now. Well, good morning. Day 2 out here with our 1983 Chevrolet C10. I have returned today with a new starter. So we're gonna get that guy going here soon. And I got gas. You know what's about to happen then. We're gonna go ahead and get the starter put in and start going through the ignition system, fuel system. Goal is to get this thing running here some reasonable time today, hopefully. It is, I think high is supposed to be 97 today, and it already feels like it's 97, We got no shade. I got SPF 70. I got a cooler full of water and a hope and a dream. Welcome everybody to the bottom of the truck. This is where all the fun stuff happens, right? This is where all the critters were living, I know that. Although we have moved this bad boy onto some solid ground. So we were in the rodent den earlier. I don't know, raccoons or some kind of something's living their best life under here. Okay, get my eyeballs full of mouse turds. There's one. This thing is factory down to the exhaust, down to the old Cadillac converter. She's as stock gets. I mean, this truck is untouched, except for the weeds growing out of it, but it's untouched. It'd be fun to see if we get this thing started, if we're so lucky, if if anything is living in the converter. But if it is, the good news is I just happen to have a hobo freight Sawzall and I'm not afraid to use it. We will straight pipe this thing real quick if we have to. Why do they make these bolts so long? What's the torque spec on this? 1 elbow pop or 2? Right about in there. Okay, all right, let's get the wiring hooked up and get out from underneath here. Well, while we're under here, and I got you here, captive audience, look at the floor pans on this bad boy. This is a rare sight on a C10 of this genre, square body. Solid. Have not looked at the other side, don't want to press my luck, but that is not something you see every day. So I think we got a good one. Oh, it got taller too. Okay, hang on. I got something. There we go. Stepping on up here. I feel like I'm gonna fall off this thing now. Yeah, that'll make better content if I do fall off of it. There's one. There's a lock washer and a nut. Here's a question for you guys. Feel free to comment if you like. How do you like to see this stuff? Do you like to see the wrenching? Or do you kind of like to see the hurry up, get it done already, and just tell me what you did version of it? I kind of go back and forth. Sometimes I feel like I film too much wrenching, and then sometimes I feel like I don't do enough because I'm like, nobody wants to sit through that crap. They just want to see what I did. So let me know what you think. If you've got one opinion on it, one way or the other. Hell, I'm learning this as I go, and I just want to bring most entertainment value I can. Since I'm not a real mechanic and I don't entirely know what I'm doing, I might as well make it interesting. What's going on here? I can't see that. My eyes are going crossed and I don't have my glasses on because I get covered in sweat. And I can't wear contacts. Here we go. These vacuum lines are looking a little crunchy. I think we can probably get rid of most of them though. Oh, it's a good thing I took my ibuprofen and my steroid pill. Too small. Well, that's what I used on the other one. Well, I used metric to take off the GM starter, and I'm having to use standard to put on the Chinese starter. You just, when you think you got this world figured out, they just throw you a total curveball. All right, we're on. Oop, we got a buzzer. What the hell's that? All right, going live. Yeah! It's a two-hand approach to get this thing in second gear to get the key turned off. There we go, moral victory number 1. I guess we'll move on to the next step. What is the next step? Plugs, wires, fuel, spark, fuel, I guess all that stuff. Spark plugs going in. Get these guys done. And then we'll do wires. I have wires, so might as well put them on. These don't look terrible, but as bad as the vacuum lines look, and I see some fuel lines here don't look great. We'll go ahead and put them on and maybe eliminate another failure point on the side of the highway if we get to make it all the way to the scene of the breakdown. Ooh, the dirt dauber in here. Huh. 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we get a better look. Oh, yeah, heater hose. Gonna have to be replaced as well. I thought so. Looking a little rough, a little ragged. We'll address that. Yikes. Okay. It's been a minute since the vacuum advance was actually hooked up. What's this? Oh, plug wire holder. That's fine. That's neat. We have one on this side. That'd be cool if it did. It's got some rotten vacuum line. Let's see, that's a vacuum source. Luckily, we've got our handy dandy point of reference here so we can figure out 4 degrees BTC timing. 4 degrees. They definitely were not trying to make any power back then. Okay. I don't think so, Scooter. 14 sounds better than 4. Let's just take a gander in here and see what we're dealing with. She looks like she's pointed about the right direction for an HEI, so that's a start. I don't think that's been monkeyed with. She probably is at 4 degrees, which it'll run. And I need my step stool. This thing's like a monster truck now with these 235s. Oh, don't break that tab. Don't you do it. No, careful. Careful. Okay, thank you. Okay, there's one. And dose. Actually looks really good. This has been replaced at some point. Yep, very nice. Contacts don't look too melted or too bad in there. Our Nubber 900 looks good. Weights aren't frozen. That's good. This is definitely replaced. Got a GM module in it, so that's good. Those are always better than the performance junk ones. Okay, I think this has got a shot. So I did bring a cap and rotor, but I'm not going to use it because I don't see a reason to here. This looks good. Save that work, save that money, put that on the next piece of junk I haul home, and put that guy right back where she came from. Okay, did I mention it's hot? Even for Texas resident, although this is my hometown, so that's where I got my roots. But it's just nothing like that South Texas heat when you get used to that. It makes it feel not so bad up here, but today, Oklahoma, you're giving them a run for it. Module back on and coil back on. She doesn't have a tack. That's a bummer. You put a monster tack on the dash, screw it right to the dashboard. Isn't that what you're supposed to do with your stock farm truck? Let everybody know you're not messing around. That's what we used to do. Okay. Yeah, we're getting close on our plug wires here. I think I got 3 left on this side. After I've sorted out this lengths on these things, we are almost there. The longest one, probably in the front, right? But this is a goofy set. Half of them are, well, like 2 of them are straight, 6 of them are 90s. And then you have, the original ones were, 4 of them were straights, 4 of them were 90s. They're all mismatched. So I'm just kind of guessing at it, trying to figure out how these go, or how GM intended. Not that it matters, as long as we don't get them on the exhaust. I guess it really doesn't. Come on, get on there. Get on there, you know you want to. I'm gonna just say this probably does some kind of maneuver through this material holder widget. And right there, 8. And then something, we'll figure that out. What else we got here? Short one. Let's see, what do we got left? 4 and 6. We'll just call 6 might be the longer one, being in the back. Let's call this 4. What did we say this was? 4? 2, 4? Okay, 1, 8, 4. So right there. All right, you can hang out right there. And ooh, junkyard match. Okay. And 6. 8. Where are you? Loop this guy back up under here. It's about 1 mile long. That's what you get. This is why I like to make my wires, but it's time consuming. But it's a lot nicer when it's done. I forgot to get zip ties again. Try to use these handy factory hold downs if we can. If we have any chance of making it all the way without burning the exhaust off of it. Or burning the, you know what I mean, burning the wires off the exhaust. That one, it's hot. They're not perfect, they're not the prettiest. It's not how I like to do it but it should be functional, and that's what we're going for today. All right, let's go ahead and test for spark here soon. I'm gonna see if I can crack this guy off. Maybe, I don't know if this is gonna pump any fuel or not, but if it does not pump this guy full, I got a filter for this if the old Rochester wants to cooperate. So we'll see what happens here. What do we suppose that is? 11/16? Nope. 5/aughts, several 8s, a little loose. And if you can't find the right wrench, find the crescent wrench. We'll try this now. There we go. Not too bad. I don't really smell anything. All right, cleaned off one of our old spark plugs here. We should have juice. Let's see what we get here. See if we got spark. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Let's check and make sure I've actually got 12 volts at our coil wire here real quick. The survey says, can I find a clean ground spot? No, no voltage. Are we sure? No, we got nothing. Nothing. Why don't we have anything? Did we get neutral safety switched? I think we might have got neutral safety switched. Ah, just kidding. Had the key off. Yes, sir. 12.345. Yep. Okay. You know, they don't like to spark without electricity. It's just a law of, like, I don't know, common law or state law or physics or one of them laws. If it is, I can't see it. All right, let's try this again with one of the new spark plugs. Maybe my ground didn't get very clean. Get that electrode on there good. Stay on there, buddy. Yep, there it is. Okay, I see sparkies. Cool deal. Let's move on to fuel. See nothing pumping out of there. I don't know if this tank is dry. It didn't really smell much in there, so she might be dry. But these hoses are rotted off, so I'm gonna take those off anyway. So let's do that, run some fuel line, stick it in a jug. Actually, let's just see what happens here. That was anticlimactic. What did I do? Must have pulled the wire off. I did. Yep, that'll get you every time. 9 times out of 10, that'll get you every time. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? Ow, that's hot. Well, it runs. Woo! What a mess. Took one for the team on that one. Did it sound good? I don't know. I can't tell. I got showered in the face with rat turds. I think I got the hantavirus from that. And our pump did pump a little. Let's try it again for fun. It's always exciting when it works, right? There we go. Okay. All right, let's just see if she'll settle in here. Okay, here we go. Attempt number 2 to get sprayed with rat turds. That damn thing. Oh, hey, hang on. I think I got some safety glasses that came with the truck. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. These work? What do we think? How's that? Nailed it. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's see what happens. All right, going live. Anytime. 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 You can shut off. We're good. Anytime. There we go. Well, it runs. It leaks. Yes. Mouse turd soaked in varnished fuel. Maybe let that dry out a minute. You know? I mean, it's not pretty. Looks like somebody hadn't been drinking enough fluids, but it doesn't smell awful. And hell, it'd probably run on it. And I don't see any terrible chunks or anything in there. You guys see anything? Get in there, take a gander. So we might be, this tank might have a chance. I don't see a lot of sediment or anything in there, so we may be able to just dilute the, you know, the old solution for pollution is dilution problem. And maybe run an inline fuel filter. I think I got some of them in the truck. And replace this guy in here and just see what happens. It runs. I'm not gonna mess with it if it'll run. So we're gonna let this fire hazard soak in real good. But let's work on the fuel system some more. Maybe these two lines down here on the pump look pretty crusty. I just moved one of them, it started to crack, so I need to replace those. I think we might have a runner, I think. Let's hope. I need one. We got fuel lines in. Let me show you what we got down here. I say fuel lines, just the leads from between the metal lines, the hard lines and the pump here. Got a little loop in here, added the old 33003 filter here so we can see what's going on, how much garbage we're pumping out of the tank. At least catch it before it goes into the pump. And then we'll get in here and I got to replace the little guy in here in the quadra junk. And then we'll, let's see, put some gas in it, I guess, and see how bad it is. See if it'll run off its own fuel system. I might try to stick the camera down there and just see if there's anything I can see, if I can get it past the flap. Okay. Let's just see. Okay, buddy. I know. How old are you? 83? So you're 42. I know they say you don't need this until you turn 45, but it's not going to hurt you. So we'll just call it preventative maintenance. Some kind of trick here. We got some kind of siphon resistant widget. I see it. Oh, it just can't make the curve. We're at the top of the tank. I see. Been eating your greens, huh? Well, I mean, I can see to that point everything looks good. I don't even see any surface rust in there. That's all right. Well, I think we're going to risk it. This truck's in luck. We'll give it the old college try, dump some gas down it and see what happens. I'm getting better at these damn EPA gas cans. This is a sweet rack though. What do you do with that? Is that for your ladder, your PVC, your drill stem? I guess you could put some stock panels up, haul some livestock in there, maybe go to the old FFA 4-H. Check it out, gas gauge works. It says a little over half tank, so in square body math, that's like a quarter of a tank, but it works. Whew. Oh, hot. Get our old friend Mr. Crescent wrench out here, see if we can swap this filter. It's about 9,000 degrees, sitting in the sun. Holy shit. Oop, out she goes. Boop. All right, don't be shy, get in here. Don't look bad actually, not too trashed. It's dry, so we didn't pump anything into the car, but yeah, I got another one of these, so. Okay, let me go grab the other one and we'll get this installed. This is the Wix 33052, in case you've got one of these and you're curious. That looks exactly like it, so. In you go, little fella. Oh, that's hot. Oh, it's incredibly hot. This wrench is like the surface of the sun. I need to find something up north and go, well, no, you guys have rust buckets up there. I need to find something. I need to find something with cooler weather. That's what I need to find. What am I talking about? I don't have anything against rust buckets. If you watched that Buick video, you would know. If you haven't seen that one yet, go check it out. The Turbo T. It'll blow your mind. Whew, this is hot. There, that should work. Go ahead and snap that off, call it good. Okay. What is that, pipe thread? No. That's not pipe thread, that's a flare. You don't need anything on that. We are in Oklahoma. I wouldn't be opposed to a good thunderstorm right about now. Well, maybe just the cloud cover part. Yep, okay. All right, let's see what we got. I think we're all set up. We got filter. I don't have clamps on those two lines yet, but this is low pressure, should be fine. I'll get some of those before we go. Okay, that should be good. That should get it. Okay, going live again. And it popped off the battery too. It's almost like I just have all day to be out here and sweat my ass off. Not a care in the world. Part 3. Okay, its own fuel system is working. It's working too good. We are dumping fuel out of the fitting on the carburetor, so something's either cracked, cross-threaded here, or just because I didn't put any thread tape on it like I said I didn't need to do. We're dumping fuel right out of here, so we got to figure that out. But it is pumping. I can see it pulsing as we're going, so it's running off its own fuel system now. Teflon taped the gas fittings and filled the bowl with weed whacker gas again, and I guess let's try it. Okay. Whew. Well, it runs. It won't idle, but I suspect that has something to do with all the vacuum lines broken off of it, maybe. We got to work through some of this vacuum line business, make sure we got everything important that's important done and everything not important undone. And I don't know what that thing on the exhaust exactly needs to do, but it's rotted off, so I guess we will move on, and I think we'll work under the assumption that the fuel system works. Let me get you in here. I'll show you this fuel filter. So we ran it there for however long we did, and that looks pretty good. A little yellow, but I don't see any like chunks or rust or anything big in there, so that's encouraging. I just spent the last, I don't know, 30 minutes or so deleting emissions equipment, so I'll show you what I've got, or at least what we're left with. Temporarily, chopped everything off there except the charcoal canister. We'll deal with that later. Rerouted to just our PCV. Handy spark plug block off there. We got our distributor here dialed up to manifold. Sorry, ported vacuum. Blocked off our EGR, blocked off our intake, new hose back here for our vacuum secondary. I do need to get a wire or a zip tie to tie that guy open for the exhaust. Took our heat riser off, so much cleaner, much neater under here. Should be good. Let's see if it'll idle now. And see if it'll start with the key while we're in here. Make it fun. Well, I guess you gotta push the clutch in. Yes, sir. I think she's gonna idle. It doesn't say it's charging, and it doesn't say it has much oil pressure. It's not moving either way. I don't think the gauges work. So quadra junk hadn't ran in a quarter century, and here she is, just purring like a kitten. Let's hope it's charging though. 13.3, yeah, that's charging. It probably will kick up with RPM. Yeah. 13.5, take it, that's fine. It doesn't even smoke. Probably doesn't have any oil pressure, but it does smoke. All right, I think it charges. All right, what did we learn? We've learned we've got a fuel system. We've learned it's hot. We've learned emissions is bad. It just causes a bunch of vacuum leaks and things not to run right. And we've learned you can make vacuum caps out of spark plugs. That's what we've learned. So I guess we'll keep working and see what else we learn. And again, I don't think our gauges work, at least because the volt hasn't moved. And I checked it at the battery, it was 13.5. And our oil pressure, nothing with RPM is moving it off of, 10 PSI. So I don't think that works either. Temp is coming up though, so I do believe the temperature gauge works. Let's watch that. But do we have a brake? It's very firm. Very firm. We've got some kind of movement here. Do we have a gear? Let's just see. How do you work this? This would be what, reverse, I think? 2 and up. Nope. That's a forward gear. What? Away in reverse? Nope, that's forward. Yeah, there it is. It's got brakes. Did you feel that? There we are. She's got some brakes. They're very hard. First. Yep. And then probably over and up is probably a second gear. Yeah, lugs hard, tries to die, so okay. And that's probably a third gear. Yeah, lugs and tries to die, so yeah. She seems to have gears. Good morning, everybody. Day 3 with our 1983 Chevy C10. Attempt to get this thing back on the road for the first time in 23-ish years. Got a few things done last night. Let me get you in here and show you. Went ahead and worked a little bit off camera because it was getting dark and kind of getting limited on time here, so trying to get some stuff done. So I did get the heater hoses in last night, so riveting stuff, so I didn't really film that. Did go ahead and start putting some water in it just to see where all it was going to run out at, and it did. Engine seems okay, but once it started getting into the radiator, had a leak in the bottom of the core on one side, so as you can see right there. So luckily I wanted to get that done last night, that way I could call O'Reilly and get the parts on order. So that came in this morning, just picked that up. We got that to go. And you may remember we did have the truck running and idling pretty nice. Well, came out to start it after that and nothing, zero. Looked into it a little bit, tested a few things. Seems like coil or module is bad. We took it apart and the ground strap was non-existent underneath the coil. So at some point when somebody had been in there, They didn't put the ground strap back in, so I don't know if that's the cause of the issue or what, but I went ahead and picked up a new coil, new module, so hopefully that gets us where we need to be. Checked everything else. We were getting power to the coils. So that's where I'm going to start today, is see if we can get the ignition back working again and get the cooling system cooling and hopefully holding water. And then we will go from there, try to get this thing cleaned up, get into the brakes and stuff, and check on that. This coil replaced. See if we can get some spark back. Another hot one today, but I see a little bit of cloud cover, so. And it's only supposed to be, I think, 92 or 93 today, so we're already ahead of the game. Ooh, camera blew over. It's windy out here. The old Dollar General umbrella's not looking too good. It's not really melted or anything, but no telling. At this point, it's the shotgun approach. Can't lose all these pieces. There's the ground strap that was missing. We've got our new bumper. Oh boy, that's not bent all the way. There we go. Straighten that guy out. Man, the quality on these is getting a little thin. Careful. Yep, there we go. Coil replaced. Let's get in there and get the module done. Climb up in my perch here again. I got bruises all over from leaning over this truck the last few days. But we're here and we're having fun, right? Come on now. There we go. Slide that guy out. There we go. And nothing melted, nothing broken. I think we're good there. Plugged in. Okay, let's try it. This better work, boys, better work. Moment of truth. Let's see if we can get it to start this time. Not good. Not good. Raise your hand if you've ever put the distributor back together but you didn't put the cap in. All right. Come on. Shrouds clamped up. Let's see. Woo. Run again. Okay, it's a runner again. Now, just got to get back to it and get this cooling system together. So, just looked at this radiator from O'Reilly and just opened it up. It looks like she's been on the shelf for a minute. And it's taped back together, open it up, and it's got a tube of marine grease in it. So, it's already paying me back. Radiator looks okay. So, yeah, there's a win. Okay, radiator. Let's get in there. This thing's got a bend in it from the factory, apparently. The O'Reilly factory. Oh well, it'll work. It'll work. One side. And there we go. Okay. A little tweaked. Got perfectly good power tools over there and I'm not using them. Oh, that one's cross-threaded. That's good. Looks like it came pre-cross-threaded. Okay, so if we can get this guy to line up now. Just a skosh tall. Just gotta get one side started right. That's the trick. And then you can lean on it. Put your hips into it. Come on. A little snug. Thing's an inch long. Seriously, should have got out the power tools. They're just laying in the weeds. I needed a good cardio this morning, I guess. Ugh. Yeah. Alrighty, and what do we got here? 10s. All right. There we go. Okay. There we go. I knew something was going to bind. All right, radiator's in. Time to get some hoses on here and I guess start putting some coolant in it and see where else it runs out on the ground. I think I'm going to leave the thermostat out of it for now because there was a bunch of goop, stop, leak, goop, probably head gasket sealer, who knows, in this thing. And I'm worried it's just going to plug the thermostat right back up and get hot. So we're going to run it without it for a bit. And just so she can circulate. That way get it in the radiator packed in nice and tight. Upper hose is in, thermostat housing back on. No thermostat, so we're gonna wait on that deal, see how that goes. Oh, we gotta hook up our little overflow here. One size fits most radiators, so we don't have a cooler. And I think that's it. I'm gonna give that the right stuff 90 minutes to set up and dry before I start putting some coolant in it. So we'll go ahead and change oil on it, and I think we're getting close to doing some yard driving here and see what the brakes feel like. All right, let's get the finest oil money can buy. Today's flavor is SuperTech 1030. It says it covers 5,000 miles, so that ought to get us home. Anyways, couldn't get the filter off of it. I didn't bring a strap wrench, so it's fine. We'll run it, take our chances. And let's see. Got our ZDDDP. And once again, let's see. Gasoline engines. Cars and light trucks, 1996 and older, check. Add 1 bottled engine crankcase. 97 to 04, add approximately half bottle. 2005 and newer, add 1/4 of a bottle. So again, we're doing the half tap it, quarter tap it, full tap it cam thing. So I guess 87, 96 and older, they have a full tap it cam. That's what it is. It's like, I think it's kind of like a 3/4 race cam deal. You know, maybe the later ones just have like an RV cam. Something like that. Yeah. But we'll follow the rules on this part anyways. If I was smart, I'd probably just fill the crankcase full of Lucas. All right, and you go. Good luck in there. Better not hear any noises. Now we're getting somewhere. This says it's all mile coverage. Reduces engine wear, extends engine life. We need all those. Combat sludge and deposits. We need that. Extreme temperature protection. We're there. Oil change, check. That guy done. Go in there. There we go. Whoop. So I should probably put some antifreeze in there, huh? Okay, what do we got? Anything. So far, so good. We got the Peak Universal here. Concentrate. Concentrate. Here, think about it. We're all in if we're putting the coolant in. It means we got the utmost faith. Anything on the ground yet? Anything. Anything. Nothing yet. I don't see any dripping. No freeze plugs blown out of it that I can tell. Okay, I'll keep going then. keep wasting our antifreeze if we have a problem. Probably filling the crankcase as we speak. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Let it chew on that a minute. She's nasty, but it's water, so it's pumping. Ooh. All right, we got almost a gallon in it. Seems to be pumping. It's gross, so we're gonna have to just run this a little while and gonna need to flush it. I probably should have just put water in that for a while, so keep an eye on it. And it's gross. But anyways, we got a cooling system, I think. We are under the truck, which is the most enjoyable place to be. Out of the sun. Time to check our tranny. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Yep, full. It's full. Get back in there. Get back in there. Okay, good news. Full and clean. Very nice. Let's check our rear. Maybe here. Ow. Got my cardboard creeper here. Turn it that way, maybe. There we go. You guys probably don't want to look at me anyways. Eye on the rear end, right? That's what we're all here to see. That's that old barn dirt. Value's dropping the harder I scrape. Let's see if it'll fit. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. What's your guess? A little low. Okay. Not that low. Actually, let me get a dipstick here. Let's see what the dipstick says. A little low. I might put some in it. All right, we got our little vent cleaned out. She's kind of plugged up. I think we're good there. Oh, the smell of axle grease. It's just pleasant. Oop. Hey-oh. Oh, there she goes. About a half quart low. Let's move on to the next one here. Check some lights here. Might be a nice thing to have. I don't know if it's a need to have, but it's a nice to have. So this one was a little dim. You jiggle the ground wire and it seems to come back to life. So I'll try to get it to work. I may have to put some different bulbs in it. There we go. Let me turn it back on. Working good right there. If it'll just stay working, that's much better. Check this little guy on the side. He must be burnt out. Yep, he don't look too good. Am I ready? I was born ready. So we'll see if we can massage this guy out here. There we go. Give him a little bit better contact. There we go. So it'll stay working, we'll be good. It might have something to do with our lack of turn signal on this side. No ground wire is usually a problem. We've got the big grounds. Frame ground, it's nasty. Battery ground, okay. This should be the headlight ground. Oh, there's a whole stick of wood in here. What is this? Yeah. I guess some kind of varmint decided to put those in there. What do we need them for? Ah, kindling. Okay. Let's try a bulb only. This doesn't look great. Yep. All right, fresh bulb. Nope. Well, working through our light issues here, and we've got, I don't know if you can see that, but that would cause a problem for our turn signals and our brake lights, and there's no bulb in here for the backup circuit, so that's that. And our park lights may be bad too. We'll replace that. So let's go ahead and put bulbs on this side and see then what's going on, and that might fix some of our issues. You can do the, okay. Yeah, let's try the headlights or park lights. Okay, and then try the brake. Okay, yep. Let's see if we can make a lap. Let's see if our brakes work and what we got going on here. There we go. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. There we go, okay. There we go. She runs. She's a runner. She's a very, very tall first gear, I would say. Let's check the brakes here real quick. Yeah, we got brakes. We got brakes, that's good. Find the gate here. There we go. Okay, let's try it again. All right. We got good power steering. Let's knock this gopher mount down. Off-road adventure, boom. There we go. All right. Okay, well, let's take it down the highway here. By highway, I mean this little road, little drive. Okay, see what she'll do. I'm taking my life in my hands. I think it's a runner. We made it all the way down to the road and back. All the gears seem to work. None of the gauges seem to work, but it does run and it does drive. So I think it might be time to put it on the highway and do some test runs with it and see what happens. Maybe we'll get it cleaned up and go from there. So let's do that and we'll come back in a little bit. All right, let's get you a gear here. Fires right off. Seatbelt work? It does, okay. All right. First gear. And we're rolling. All right. We are off. Good old truck. Across the bridge here. There we go. miss my time out here working, honestly. A lot of fun. Just peaceful out here. It was hot as hell, but very peaceful. You see the hawks up here circling right now as we speak. You hear them crying earlier. Nice to get out in the country sometimes. Get away from the city. See what else is going on out there. Well, there you go. If you've ever been thinking about it, find you some old pickup out of a pasture and see if you can get it running. Might be a good time. Check. Third gear. Yep. In third gear. I'm gonna have to maybe do something with that, figure that out. She's rolling. Speedometer works. Brakes work. There they go. Go ahead. There's the first. Okay. Brakes work, not great, but they do work. Make this next few miles and pull off and stop, so I'll have some updates once we get there. Alright, back on the road again. I made it 4 or 5 miles to my grandparents' house, old house, and stopped in there to do some swapping on some vehicles and checking on the truck, and the brakes weren't working great. Rear were getting hot, so I pulled the drums off. Cleaned everything out. They looked good. They were just full of just spider webs and dust and dirt, just a bunch of junk. And I think it was just debris was in there getting hot. So we went in and cleaned that out. They weren't seizing up or anything, so the brake hose seemed fine. Spinning free. So got that done. Alternator, checked that. Didn't seem to be charging good. Went and tightened the belt up a little bit. Now it seems to be charging fine. I think it was just slipping. So we're on our way. We're going to get some gas in this thing and try to make 50 miles here and see how it goes with the goal of leaving early in the morning. So we're out tooling around. Brakes do feel better. They don't feel great, but they feel way better already. Good morning, everybody. We are back here with our C10. A little bit of change of plans. Our test drive went good until we got to the gas station here, and last night stopped to get gas, and the truck didn't want to restart. Ended up going through a bunch of diagnostics on it. Thought it was just a hot starting issue, but something's wrong with the ignition system with this factory whatever garbage 80s fuel emission spark computer thing. It's somewhere, it's a knock sensor or temp sensor it's not happy, so it's not doing the thing. So I thought, well, maybe it's a modular coil, maybe something's goofy with one of these aftermarket ones that I just put in yesterday morning. So went and didn't have one, had to drive into Oklahoma City to a AutoZone that stayed open till 11 to get one, come back out, swapped them both,
no dice. So we end up pushing it over here, leaving it overnight. This was after midnight last night. And I just went this morning and picked up a new distributor. We're going to just switch this over to a 4-pin module and do that. So that's what I'm working on right now. We'll get the distributor out of it and go ahead and get that in it and get this thing hopefully moved here soon. Well, when it rains, it pours. New distributor installed, runs good. It's blowing a bunch of crap out of the exhaust and it's getting louder, so I think the catalytic converter is pretty plugged up, but it's coming apart and it's getting better. But clutch pedal all of a sudden went pretty soft on the top half during all this, and the throw out bearing it feels like it's stuck on the shaft open, so the clutch is not closing and engaging on the flywheel. So it'll go into gear. You can feel it go into all the gears in the transmission, but the flywheel and clutch won't release, so you have nothing. You got no gears. So we got 4 neutrals right now, basically. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to call it for today. It is Thursday. I can catch a flight home at 12:30, and it's like I got about an hour to do that. So I don't have enough time to guarantee that I can get in here, get this thing apart, and have the necessary time to work my way home, to be home in time for my daughter's birthday that I can't miss. So if it wasn't for that, I would keep working on it, keep going, and do it. But anyways, if nothing else, it does run, it does drive, it runs pretty good. A few kinks to work out on it, but we'll get there with it. I'll come back up here and we'll get this guy going. But we did drive it. We drove it 10 or 12 miles, so it runs and drives good. It just stuff we just got to work through a little bit more on it. So anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.